Hello, and welcome to Factorio. This is another one of those games that I really enjoy, and I've spent a lot of time playing, and I'm still probably not very good at. But I wanted to play it. I wanted to play it on the channel, so here we are. This is not going to be vanilla Factorio. I'm going to show you a little bit of what I have here. I have an update. I'm not worried about that update. So I'm not going to go through all of these, but I'm going to point out the more important ones. I have hard crafting, which we'll get into what that actually means when we get started. This becomes significant very early. We have clockwork, which I have to make the day cycle a little bit different. I'm going to try to use that similarly to how I'm using the Vintage Story day cycle to give me some indication of when the episode should end. And it's also going to make the nights pitch black. It's actually been a long time since I played without either of these, really, but it's been a long time since I've seen a normal night lighting in this game. But pitch black really does make it feel different. And there's some of the other ones that I feel they're significant in that they change the game, so like the Bob's mods, bot servicing, resource spawner overhaul, but those are there more for flavor, in my opinion. The important ones, the ones that I really almost can't play without anymore, are hard crafting and clockwork. So those are the mods. And then we're going to start a new game. Start free play. And I don't think I'm going to change a lot of this very much. I am going to turn cliffs off. But the rest of it, I'm going to up the frequency of biters, because this is another one of those situations where I want there to be a little bit of a challenge, a little bit of a... I don't want it to be too easy, but I also don't want it to be too hard. Because maybe I'll get more extreme with enemy bases in a different playthrough. But for now, I think I just want it to be fairly standard. I don't want it to be too hard. So I'm increasing the starting area to kind of compensate for more enemy bases. And I'm also going to turn the time factor off. I'm doing this mostly because of hard crafting. Hard crafting puts a pretty significant slowdown on the progress of the game, especially early on. And we'll get into... You'll see why. If you don't know what it is, you'll see why. So we'll get started here. Very exciting. Very exciting here. Yep. Okay. So, a little bit more kind of meta discussion here. I'm sort of thinking of this as a warm-up run, because I actually do really want to play with more extreme biter settings, more extreme biter base settings, because I actually think it's really fun to be completely surrounded and have to figure out ways to wade through everything. But it's been a long time since I played this game, so I'm rusty, in addition to not really being very good at it. Let's see what we have here. We have coal. That's regular copper ore. and that's rich iron, and that's the rich copper ore. So the rich iron and the rich copper are the hard crafting resources. I'm going to go ahead and put these on my hotbar. And then it's so hard in the beginning, but I'm going to make a box to start with. And then I don't really like using trees for fuel early on, and ever for that matter. So I'm just going to get kind of kick-started with a little bit of coal here. Get this going kind of as soon as possible. So, you'll see this in a minute, and maybe you'll see already, yeah. So I'm getting coal dust from this, and the rich iron will give me a few other resources other than iron ore, and most of them at this point will be completely useless. We got rich iron ore, we got iron slag, and we got iron nuggets. The nuggets are really the ones that I want, but early on I am going to have to smelt the ore. What hard crafting does... Oh, there's one setting I know I didn't set. Oh well, it'll be fine. It's the research queue setting. It's totally fine. It's not a big deal. One of the researches that we will get, one of the technologies, will be to process the ore some more before we actually smelt it. And we end up getting, and by doing that we get more iron per ore, both for rich iron and for the and for copper. Or no, sorry. Both for rich iron and regular iron, also for rich copper and regular copper. Kind of as soon as possible here, I want to get a drill going for the coal over there, and then a box for it. Okay, that's regular copper, and my rich copper is north a ways. So I'm gonna try to rush to get electricity, because one of the other things, as I mentioned before, is the nights are going to be pitch black. And I do have the option of making one of these copper lights. If you see this, this is a copper light, but that takes combustible fuel to light. And I'd rather not, I'd really rather not have to deal with that. I'd rather just have electric lamps. Before the first level of ore processing, copper is real annoying to get copper plates from. So I'm probably going to want a burner drill for the copper as well. You may have noticed that I am not making a second stone furnace, although there isn't really a super great reason as to why, other than that I don't really need it. All of these ores take so long to smelt anyway, aside from the iron nuggets. Everything takes so long to smelt right now that having more than one furnace is not real necessary, and I'd sort of rather just not spend the time on it. Okay, so that is my offshore pump. I need a lot more iron for the steam engine, and then I'm going to need to research some in order to get the lamp, the better lamp. So that's disappointing. I'm gonna need more copper for that. Okay, I guess let's go dig up some more copper. Can I afford? I can't afford one of these. And I have no real fuel for it. Eh. No good fuel anyway. Oops. I'm just going to use the coal dust. The coal dust is really not very good. And I feel like I remember ending up being real low on it later on. So I want to not use that sort of as soon as possible. Okay, that's a little bit more copper. That needs more fuel, and it's already getting dark. So, I guess I will make one of these copper lamps, as much as I don't really want one. But having it be dark like this, probably shouldn't have even turned it on yet. Let's fill that up. Everything else is basically fine. There is the steam engine, and I need more copper for... Oh, what was this? What was this I was looking for? Oh, the lab. Okay. That's okay on fuel. I think everything else is mostly okay on fuel. I'm going to put a little bit more in here. I guess the fuel really does last a long time with these, so maybe it's okay to make some of these to start with. I definitely need more copper for it, so that's actually a deterrent. I guess I'll... I don't know what to do. Okay, let's go see if we can get some electric power going. It's real dark over here, but I'm just gonna put up with it. And I'm gonna force you to put up with it too. I'm gonna be real lazy about this. I'm gonna move all this later at some point. That is not very much coal. Yeah, let's just see how far we get with this. That's enough to actually get a coal miner going. Need a little more copper to make that a thing. Yep, that's coal miner. Alright, now you can kind of see. It is pitch black, aside from this lamp. And I think the lamp is actually from a different mod, a larger lamps mod. But it goes real well with the pitch black mod, or the clockwork mod that makes it pitch black. Okay, so I have these electric miners now, or at least one. Can I make a box? Where do I want this? That looks good. Alright, let's break this down. And let's go put more coal in there. And we can repurpose that burner drill. Oh, hold on. That's still going pretty good. I'm gonna see if I can sneak up here during the night and get some more copper. And this might be about where it starts to make sense to get a second stone furnace, because I kind of want to be smelting iron all the time if I can, and I don't really want to interrupt it for copper if I can help it. Okay. Still need a little more using my copper for power poles, but that's okay. I need those anyway. Let's get another electric mining drill. And try and drag this power over a little bit further. Okay. This is fine. Still need more copper for that. And there it is. That is about to burn out. Let's go get some more coal. What timing? Okay, and then let's put this down. And now, we need to figure out what we're researching first. I'm going to research optics first. I'm low on iron to make that happen. There we go. Wow. Just gonna say, I've said this before, but I'll say it again. I live next to the freeway. And it can be loud. And I keep trying to do something about it. I keep experimenting a little bit with some of the things in this room, but I haven't been able to figure it out. I need more copper. So one of the other things that I'll mention that I did as far as the mod settings go, I made the nights, I think I made the nights longer than the days. So it should be dark and pitch black longer than it will be full daylight. And I think I made the transition kind of fast too. And I think it should last. I think the full cycle should be around 20 or 25 minutes. I think. So we'll see. We'll see how it goes. If it turns out to not quite to be a little bit short, because I don't want these videos to be too terribly short. This Factorio, I feel like, is one of those things where there's always something to do, and there's never really a good stopping point. So I don't really want to end up stopping too frequently. I need to put the copper in there. Yeah, and ideally I want to be smelting the iron nuggets when I have them, more than the ore itself. Nope, stop, please. Okay. I wanted the drill, the electric drill. So there's an electric drill. And there's the lights. Let's do automation next. There are the lights. Large electric lamp. I'm not going to replace that one yet. I'll put this one over here, I think. I should check on this thing. It's not doing too bad. Let's put that on the hotbar. What else am I missing for this? More copper. I'm actually going to stop using these, I think. Gonna slow down iron production a little bit, but I really don't like using the burner drills if I can help it. It is still not getting very bright out. Don't think that's going to be quite enough to get up there either. And I'm missing copper to finish it. Yeah, I'm missing copper for everything at the moment. Yeah, there we go. And box. Okay, I'm gonna take that one out and put this light here. Alright. We are now drilling everything except stone. Everything we currently need anyway, except stone. Okay, and this has burnt out, so I need another lamp to put right here. Not sure. I mean, I'm kind of waiting for these science packs to get done, so I can't. Wouldn't really matter if I start crafting anything right now. Go check on the generator. How's the power network doing? It's fine. We're at like half. Alright, so we're coming up on it. Alright, it's light enough for the lights to start going out. So I think I'm going to call it here. And I will see you next time.